Welcome to 2-Minute Tips to Thrive at 2. Did she say prepping for spring? Yes, I did. That's what I've been doing all morning. This is such a wonderful year. Okay, 2020 has not been a great year. And I have to mention that we lost RBG yesterday, which is what a bright mind she was in the legal system. Whether you loved her or hated her, she was still a brilliant mind. Yes, I loved her. But today I've been getting ready for spring because it will come after winter. And I haven't done a very good job of getting ready in the past years, so I'm determined this year. So I'm going to give you 3 ideas. I should take you for a walk around the yard, but I won't. The one thing I've done is 2 beds that have been overgrown with grass and some annuals I planted that took over everything and iris that went crazy. Well, this morning I spent with another lady, I don't know how many hours, I think 4 hours, digging and digging and digging and digging and getting rid of the grass and the flowers and separating the iris. What a chore, but I'm so excited because now I have a fresh landscape. It's about 5 by 6 in a triangle shape at the driveway. And I'm going to put the iris back, and then next spring, whatever suits my fancy is going to get planted there. And I will keep turning the soil through the winter so that it's really prepped. And I wish I would do that with every single bed. And I'm trying to get it to all my flower beds this year. So that's step number 1. Find a place that you've just let go and dig it up, get it all prepped, and just let it sit over the winter. Maybe even cover it with black plastic. And you'll have a fresh landscape for spring. Pour in your peat moss, your compost, your fresh soil, and plant away with a new spot. Tip number 2. It's bulb season. I'm so excited. I always go to Home Depot. I used to go to an expensive place, and I discovered Home Depot is just as good, and I get 3 times as much. So I'll probably buy 100 bulbs tomorrow and get them planted over the next 10 days. I love planting bulbs, and they don't all always come back because of the Colorado winter, or maybe I plant them shoe shallow, but it's like painting in fall. And you don't really get to see what the painting looks like until spring, but it's such joy. So go to Home Depot or anywhere you choose, and even if you just buy 7 bulbs or 5 bulbs, plant some bulbs. They'll make you so happy next spring when 2020 is finally over. Tip number 3, cut things back and look at your garden and look at the things that you know will still be brown and look kind of pretty, and shape them right now as they start to die back so that you've got some interesting shapes around your yard for the winter. And when it snows and there's little snow on some of those leaves that you left in place, some of those bushes, it's so fun. I just love it. And I usually like to put then a solar lamp, with the ones that you can buy at the dollar store for $1, right in front of them, or maybe 2 or 3 around it, so that it lights up in the winter when there's snow on it. So those are my 3 tips. Can you tell I love to garden? I talk about it a lot. And I just came in from the garden forgetting it was 2 o'clock and my alarm didn't go off. So you get a garden talk. So dig up a space that's overgrown and have it as a fresh canvas for spring. Plant some tulips or bulbs so you'll have some fresh color for spring that will surprise you. And shape the plants that you have in your garden now so they'll be interesting for winter. In the meantime, stay home as much as possible in your garden. Stay healthy, which doing all this work will help your health. Stay happy. This makes me happy. And be kind to everyone you meet. That helps us all thrive every day. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you tomorrow, and I promise I'll talk about something other than the garden.